here we go, day 8 of our Chevy 65 C10 step-side project. As of today, the body is now sitting on its new mounts, and we've got some neoprene body mounts that we set it on.
Don't want the body falling off.
Yeah. So maybe just a couple of beads like along that side?
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I would call it.
That would work. And yesterday I got the brake booster and master cylinder mounted, and so that is a pretty cool thing to have done.
So Dave was busy over the weekend. Got the cab set down, all the body mounts done, right, Dave?
Yes.
So it is officially all set. And what else did you do this weekend, Dave?
Well, I spent quite a few hours, but as you can see, the steering column is in and it is hooked up, and so now it actually has steering, and the brake pedal assembly is hooked up, so it has steering and brakes as we speak.
Wow, that's pretty nifty there.
Yeah, so the next project is going to be, see that big wiring mess down there? We're going to remove all of that dash wiring and start running the wiring harness out of the other vehicle.
So Dave, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm going to install this here harness in the 65 Chevy pickup. This harness came out of that Buick sitting out there on the jacks. But I don't think I'm going to need all of these wires for this 65 Chevy. So any extras, I'll figure out what to do with them. It won't be long after that, and we'll be able to actually start this thing up and drive it. And then let me hand this phone off to me. And Davey, what will be the first thing that you do with this vehicle when it's done?
We're gonna go do some nasty burnouts with it.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna shred the rear tires off.
So maybe we need a GoFundMe account to buy tires.
Yeah, we're gonna set up a GoFundMe for rear tires that we're gonna have to buy probably every month. So.
But you know, if we got to go pick up parts, we'll be able to get them pretty quick.
Yes, very much so.
So this week while we were working on the Chevy, we were not making as much progress as we wanted to because we had to kind of work a little extra because Carson was off. They were seeing their family in Virginia. And then Micah took the time off to go do an elk hunt, which he happily was able to catch an elk. Well, not catch it, but you know what they do with elk. Anyway, he'll be enjoying that meat pretty soon. But in the absence of Micah, we actually still were able to get a fill-in this week to cover his shoes. And so, yeah, we have a pretty close replica of Micah. Whoa, Micah, you're working so hard over here. This is so unlike you. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hit record.
Oh, come on, Dave.
Let's come back in here again. So what you guys doing in here?
Being honorable mentions.
Yes.
Looks like you're taking out my windshield.
Yeah, we don't need this sticky old thing anymore.
Yeah, I didn't like that windshield anyway. Oh, wait, now, Tori put a big old crack in it.
Oh, no.
Just for that, your pay just got reduced to half. One of the features of this 65 Chevy pickup is maybe what you might consider kind of a subtle feature, and that's this Confederate flag. See, this truck here is actually the 65 Chevy Hillbilly Edition, and I know that people say, well, you really shouldn't make fun of hillbillies that like the Confederate flag, and maybe in today's world you should be careful about that. But just a little background here on myself. Maybe you didn't know this, but my grandmother, her maiden name was Lee. So she actually descended, and looked this up, she came from the Lee family, which included the Confederate general, Robert E. Lee. Now, that being said, you might remember the Dukes of Hazzard. They had one of these big Confederate flags on their 69 Dodge Charger, which they called the General Lee. Now, I happen to really like 69 Dodge Chargers, and so it gets precariously kind of scary about this relationship to the Confederate flag. But you know, friends, you can really break away from your genetic heritage and eke out a better life for yourself. So just one lesson about this little symbol here on the truck, and maybe you could let me know what would be a good idea to cover that with. So yesterday we went ahead and worked on the bed here a little bit. As you can see, I had to take the center section out of the bed, or actually I had Aubrey do that. She cut out all of the center metal strips and took out the wood pieces. because as you can see, it's not going to sit over the existing frame very well. There's a little bit of a hump in the back here, and so what we have to do is we have to take and notch out these areas right here above the shocks.
That's coming up pretty good in there, Connor. I think so too. That worked pretty well.
So this is just kind of a quick walk around that shows where the progress of the truck is, and it's pretty close to the stance that it's going to sit at. We might go ahead and chop the springs and lower it down just a little bit more, but we're going to wait till we get the correct wheels and tires on it that we like.